about that first quarter. It was ugly early.
Yeah, simple process of catching that snap. His hands separate. It's an early turnover for that Bengals defense.
Later in the first, Steelers near midfield, and Roethlisberger trying to get it to Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, see that drop down safety, though, right?
Von Bell was like,
Yeah, that safety drops down the shallow cross, and the Bengals social media had some fun with it.
Yeah, the TikTok star, that would be Juju they were talking about. Anyway, second quarter, Steelers down 10-0. Dan, things got worse.
They're dropping 8, and it's just a shallow cross and an in behind it. He has no vision on that linebacker sitting right in there, trying to force that football into a condensed window. Another turnover for the Steelers offense.
I got to be honest, I was missing Joe Burrow in this game.
Yeah.
Wanted to see him out there, but congrats to Ryan Finley on a nice game.
Awesome job hanging in the pocket, kind of climbing there, and Gio Bernard winning that one-on-one angle route, option route, inside touchdown Cincinnati.
Bengals up 17-0 at the half. Fourth quarter is where we pick it up now. Ryan Finley just keeps smiling for obvious reasons.
Smiling pre-snap, certainly smiling post-snap. His zone read, everybody falls inside. It's an easy walk-in touchdown for him on the quarterback read.
I mean, this thing was shocking maybe to everyone except the Bengals. They played with great confidence throughout. Under 2 minutes to go. Steelers down 24-17. A last-ditch effort for Roethlisberger.
Yeah, a little bit pressure in the pocket, and you're going to see something that we'll talk about. No one open, right? Condensed windows. That ball sells for Big Ben.
27-17, the upset. Marcus Spears actually thought the score would be 27-17, but he thought the Steelers would win. Anyway, the Steelers offense trending in the wrong direction at the worst time. Over Pittsburgh's 3-game losing streak, their offense ranks in the bottom in the league, points per game, turnovers per game, and efficiency. From weeks 1 through 12, the Steelers offense ranked in the top 7 in all those same categories, begging the question, what under the sun is wrong with this offense? So, Mina, we always talk about things like motion and play action on this show. What stood out to you about the Steelers' scheme last night offensively?
Well, that nothing worked. I mean, we've talked a lot about all of the challenges this offense faces. The offensive line is not protecting Ben well. Ben doesn't want to get hit. The deep ball's not there. And something I've suggested, a common ailment for offenses that have those struggles, is, hey, why not try a little bit of play action? Ben doesn't use a lot of play action historically, but maybe that'll juice up their offense. But you saw last night when they attempted it out of the pistol. Again, Ben isn't usually under center. The fumble came when he was under center. No one on earth believed they were running the football, much less a Bengals linebacker. Like, you could not watch the Steelers. You could not watch football. You could be an alien landing from outer space, and you would know they are not running the football there. That play action was not fooling anyone. And I think we're at a point with Pittsburgh where there are not schematic solutions for this team because there are too many challenges with the personnel, including the quarterback.
Dan, aliens like football too.
I can't confirm that.
I can.
Players over plays, and if you can't beat man coverage, good luck. And that's what stood out last night was the Cincinnati Bengals, right? Not a playoff team. The Bengals lined up and said, we're going to play man coverage against the Steelers, and you can't win. And that's why there's all these tight throwing windows. There's nobody that's creating separation. Now, you're looking at the teams that the Steelers are going to face in the playoffs. A team like the Chiefs or the Ravens or the Dolphins, they're going to see it again, and they're better at doing it than the Bengals. There's 2 ways to beat man coverage when it comes to football. You got a dude. You just put him out there. This is Stephon Diggs. This is Julio Jones. This is DeAndre Hopkins. You line them out there and say, just go win. Win on whatever route you can go do that with. The Steelers don't have that. And the second option is coaching. We got to get you into bunch splits, condensed splits, stacks, rubs, picks, motions to create leverage. They don't do that. They can't beat man coverage. The Steelers are done.
Yeah. Okay, well, shoot, since they done, let me tell you, they'll be exiting the playoffs in the first round. I like it, Dio. I like that fire.
Done, man.
That
They're done.
But listen, man, like what both of you are saying are the reasons why this team won't get past the first week of the playoffs. Like, this is not fixable at this point. It's just like when we talk about Tampa. We waiting. What are we? We're waiting to see if they do something. They ain't doing nothing different.
Right.
I hate to say it for the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but it's not about to be a reckoning that goes on offensively for this team to be able to manufacture yards. And then the injuries on defense, but also this. Like, this is something a lot of people don't talk about. And we had this conversation about Tampa maybe a few days ago or even yesterday. I don't remember when it was. But it also lends itself to what the Steelers are going to on defense. They're exposed.
Right.
They're playing too many plays. Like, this is what happens to defenses as the season goes along when you don't have an opportunity to continue to push forward. Now these defenses are giving things up because they on the field all the time. So I gotta look out for the defense in this regard. Yeah, the Steelers will be exiting week 1.
Well, Marcus, why is the defense on the field a lot? Let's get back to what Mina said. The running game. They're not running the football at all. The offensive line is not creating holes. James Conner last night is out with the quad injury. Not that it's made a difference when he's been there before. And can you remember a team that has fallen quicker than the Steelers have? Like, they were 11-0. We're talking about whether they're going to catch the 72 Dolphins. And since then, they ripped off losses to the Washington football team, the Buffalo Bills, and then the Cincinnati Bengals in a weekend where we thought that the Jets beating the Rams might be the biggest upset, and the Bengals meet the Rams halfway there and pull what I thought was one of the upsets of the season in the same week that the Jets beat the Rams. This is a team that's going the other way right now. And I'm not going to say that they can't turn it around, but it's not the same team. They're missing Devin Bush. They're missing Bud Dupree. They're missing players on defense. They're not playing well on offense. They're not running the football. And all these things at a time of the year where you're supposed to be playing your best football are not happening.
Yeah, you know, Dan, you made that point about the Steelers against man coverage. Turns out Ben Roethlisberger, 30th in the NFL against man coverage. So to that point, the fact that they're going to face a lot of teams that play man.
a lot of bad right now.
It really may not get much better. All right, Mina, pay very close attention here. Yesterday, the NFL released the Pro Bowl selections for the 2020 season. The roster selections for the AFC and NFC were determined by votes from players, coaches, and fans. So as always with the Pro Bowl, you know, people start thinking, well, who got left out, right? And some people start questioning that. Here's a blind resume. You see it on your screen right here. 2 players this season, one made the Pro Bowl while the other didn't. We're going to have Mina guess which one is the Pro Bowler, even have her take a shot at who these players might be. When we come back, put your thinking cap on. We'll be right back.